B, D for blue damsel.
What's up everyone, it's your girl Blue Damsel and I'm so excited to get this new tank build started. So no talking, let's just jump right into it. First, you want to water test your tank and make sure that it's completely sealed and has no leaks. You can fill it up to about halfway and leave it overnight. For my budget-friendly build, I'll be using a 20-gallon long from Petco's $1 per gallon sale for just $20. All of the items used in this video will be linked in the description down below. My tank passed the leak test, so now you want to make sure your tank is level and stable. I'm using 2 layers of a cheap yoga mat that I found on Amazon. You can clean your tank with water or vinegar. I'm using vinegar. And now it's time for the water. I'm using distilled water from Walmart that costs 80 cents per gallon. About 22 gallons that came out to $17.60, but I ended up only needing 14 to fill up the tank. Oh, listen to that lovely sound of water pouring. Does it make you have to go pee-pee? I'm going to be using Instant Ocean sea salt. I will be switching over to Reef crystals, but for right now, to get started, it is the more budget-friendly option. It's cheaper, and there's not gonna be anything in the tank to sustain, so we can start off with Instant Ocean sea salt. Oh, look. And it fits right here perfectly, I love it. Half a cup per gallon. We got 10 gallons. We're gonna do 5 cups, right? Math? Math. Math. Ooh, it smells salty. Ooh. Back and forth. Back and forth. Back and forth. Back and forth. I got my Fluval Sea hydrometer as our budget-friendly option. It's supposed to be at 1.02526. Math. So we're gonna dip it in a couple times. You wanna make sure there's no bubbles in there because the bubbles can throw off your reading. So I'll leave my wave maker in there. For our budget-friendly option, we are starting off with a Soon wave maker. This one is rated for about 500, I think it's 570 gallons. I got this one, you can't beat it. It's $7.96. And then in the future, when I do upgrade to my sea shade, this one's good for things like this to mix my salt water in the future, or for, you know, a secondary smaller tank. It's so cheap, guys, but it's so cheap. Oh, there he goes. Well, he's swimming and he's off. It's moving the water though. You can see the water movement. My favorite sand, Carib Sea Aragolide Fiji Pink. It's not pink, even though it's called Fiji Pink. You normally want to go for 1 pound per gallon. This is a 20-gallon tank, so we're doing 20 gallons of live sand. This is where we get to get dirty. I love this sand because it's the one that most reminds me of the beach. Now that my hand is dirty, we'll just give it a little rinse in here. Now we're gonna get the rock from outside, the rock that we tried to rockscape earlier. Or we can do it the old-fashioned way.
Can you throw this rock for me, sir? The chisel's not really working. I got some rubble rock.
I hate rockscaping. I have the worst time rockscaping.
Something like this, but of course, when I move it to put it in the tank, it's not gonna end up like this. It's gonna be another ordeal, but
it is what it is. We're gonna give it a nice rinse before we stick it in the tank, and we're gonna put it in there as best as we can. So it only took me like an hour, but I think I finally figured it out. Tell me what you guys think. Be honest, it's okay. I won't get my feelings hurt. And so that means now it's time to put in some water, guys. Because of the displacement of the rock and the sand, it only took 14 gallons. I'm starting off with the AquaClear 30, rated for 10 to 30 gallons. This is my budget-friendly startup filter, but I'm gonna be switching over to a Seachay Tidal 55 something or other. And this one I'll actually be moving to a 10-gallon tank that I'll be setting up later. Shh, but don't tell anyone. You're not supposed to know about that one. We'll get to that one later. Sponge first, activated carbon, Biomax. That looks straight to me. Yep, so we're gonna keep it just like that. Perfect. It has a plus and a minus. Plus, obviously, for maximum flow. And then we're gonna plug it in, plug it in. Oh, I hear something. It seems to be working. Now we are going to put in our budget-friendly water heater. I got this one because it costs $15, it's 100 watts. It costs $15 and it comes with a thermometer. I will later be upgrading to the Cobalt Neotherm. But for now, budget-friendly option, we went with this one, $15. I've made such a mess in my living room, just a mess. After this, I get to clean it all up. How exciting. First impression is so huge. Your aquarium should be kept at a nice 78 degrees. Yo, I can already tell you, this heater was a really bad idea. By the end of my cycle, I'll have my Cobalt. Oh my God. Why is it so big? I'm gonna have to lay it down because it's digging into my sand bed and it's not even fully submersed. Right there. Now I'm gonna place my thermometer on this side right here. Let's plug in our power head here. Let's see how this guy works. Oh, there we go. Oh, that's a tight seal. Nice. All right, it's on. I hear it. Nice. We got some good surface flow. Good. Before we close her up, we got to start the cycle. I got this shrimp free from Publix. Thank you so much to Publix, local grocery store. I just need one fresh, never frozen shrimp.
One pound?
Just one.
Just one shrimp?
Just one singular shrimp. He said put it in my purse and I'm good to go. I'm still gonna try and pay for it. He didn't even put a sticker on it. I'm like, what? What? It's just a shrimp. One shrimp, yeah. It's for my fish tank. I didn't want to just like walk out without like paying for it or whatnot. Thanks guys. Thanks. So I get to cycle my tank for free. See? Can't beat that, guys. There's so much flow in the tank, it's just blowing them away. And I got my Versa top. I like my tanks covered. It keeps things from getting into the tank like dust and hair and just anything that might be in the air. And it also keeps evaporation at a minimum. And it also keeps the fish from jumping out and committing suicide. And then finally, the light. It is the USA Current Orbit Marine LED, whatever it's called. It normally goes for this size, 24 to 36 inches, normally goes for $116. But I was actually able to find it used for over half the price. I got it for $50. So you can't go wrong with that. Gonna be starting with this one. It's a good light. I've used it before in the past. The most thing I like about it is that you just set it. You basically just program the lights and you forget it. And there she is, guys, all set up, 20-gallon long budget reef tank. I'm very excited. I can't wait. During the 30-day cycle, I'm not going to be turning on the lights because that will create algae blooms and I don't want that issue going on in my tank. We're gonna keep the shrimp in there for about 3 days until it starts to get all mushy and globby and gross looking. And then we'll take it out. We should be able to see a spike in ammonia as well as nitrates and nitrites, which is what we want to get that cycle going. So you do need a test kit. I'm using the API Saltwater Master Test Kit. Again, link is in the description down below. It tests for ammonia, pH, nitrites, and nitrates. That's the budget reef tank and what you need to start your tank up with. I'm so excited to be back. I'm so excited to have a brand new build here. 20 gallons, which is 4 times more than what I had last time you guys saw me doing videos. I had a little 5-gallon. It was nice to just have a tank at all in the apartment, but it got really small, really tight, really quick. So I'm happy to have something a little bit larger. Thank you guys so much for watching. Until next time, guys, remember to just keep swimming and I will see you in the next video. Now I have to clean up this huge mess that I made.
microphone here plugged in because there's a lot of echo in this house. Echo, 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 echo. See? I'm going to...
Y'all don't judge me. Why are y'all judging me? I feel the judgment coming from the screen. Hello? Why is it so dark? There you go. Apparently, all you gotta do is squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Come on, you can do it, siphon. Everybody calm down. You know, something told me it was too big.
Make a little refugium and stuff in there. Refugium, not refugium. Refugium. If it's good enough for Inappropriate Reefer, it's good enough for Blue Damsel. Shout out to Inappropriate Reefer. What's up? If you're not following him, follow him. He didn't pay me to say that, I promise.
Testing. A 1, 2, 3, check. Mic check.
Just keep swimming, just keep swimming, just keep swimming, swimming, swimming. What do we do? We swim.